beat. See that blood on my sheets. Yeah, when me ready, me hit it heavy. I zoom out the pride of my people already. Them I say any, me I'm just
Today, from U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, it's a special Christmas Day edition of the NFL.
The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16.
And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, and that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the play.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
Second and 9 now. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 41-yard line. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. Second and 10. Well, this defense for the Eagles, they were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
And they needed to be because our offense struggled throughout the game. Sometimes as a defense, you're not just shutting down the opposing team's offense, but you have to outplay their defense as well, and that's what they did in their last game. Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. They'll look to throw.
A high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Partner, doesn't seem like it, but that's a tough spot for a kicker. First drive of the game, and they're calling on him. He should be warmed up. He should be into the game, but sometimes it's almost like, oh, what, now already? Can't they put it in the end zone? What's going on here?
Yeah, he's probably saying, if you can't get it in the end zone, can you give me a 30, 40-yarder? A long one, and he can't connect. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Hurts.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Za'Darius Smith in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for him.
And so much for that great field position to start the game. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their second down call is going to look like now.
After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Another try after the first down sack. Hurts. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. And the Vikings are going to beef up their secondary here. 6 DBs on 3rd.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. The Vikings offense making their way back out. Now let's give you a look at the playoff picture coming into the weekend in the NFC.
Well, with 3 weeks left, they are in one of those 3 wild card spots, Charles, but that spot is not clinched, and there's not a ton of breathing room for them, so the bottom line, they just need to focus on winning right now.
Yeah, they totally have their eyes open, don't they? They know they've got teams trying to run them down. They can hear their footsteps. The question coaches ask guys in the locker room, do you have another gear left to pull away and lock in that playoff spot? If so, let's hit it. Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. He'll drop to throw. Setting up the screen for Cook. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Got an open man finding Jefferson.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards to play.
But I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
first down. Here's the run with Cook. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Again, it's Cook. The numbers a week ago for Cook. 15 carries, 52 yards, and a touchdown.
There were some signs of life from their ground game last week, but overall, just a so-so performance. Everyone knows they can make a slight improvement how they contribute to this aspect of the offense. Linemen can set their blocks and hold them a little bit longer, and he can be quicker to the hole and hit a lane. If they do that, they should get some better numbers produced this week.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
First carry for the Boise State Bronco, Alexander Madison. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They're going to look to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try to hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time they were up to the challenge.
And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
They'll set up to throw. Touchdown!
Justin Jefferson
with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year.
And the Vikings will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed, aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen, and it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
This taken in at the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
2nd and 5 now.
Hurts
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
And that is the third sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
And he's going to go down again. They overload him that time with a safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7. After 7-0 on EA Sports. .46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. That's taken it around the 40. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. Now, sometimes those punt returns can yield some unnecessary roughness penalty.
Now, I know a lot of guys, when they run a long way to execute a block or make a hit, they're going to launch it no matter what, and it can often cost them.
A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
No sense risking anything there on 1st down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who can make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. They'll set up a throw.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
Another one on this play for Justin Jefferson. And they're going to be set up now with a ball at the 13-yard line.
Many teams, as soon as they spot man defense, if they haven't called a hitch, they'll get to it as fast as they can. They want to put the ball in the hands of one of their best playmakers and hope that he can break a tackle on the outside and go for big yardage.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
Back to throw again. Throw left side complete. That's Cook.
And the Vikings are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
And sometimes when you run a screen pass down in the red zone, it's really tough to create a lot of room to operate. The field's pretty condensed. But that was really well designed there, and they're able to pick up a 1st down.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete. The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Up the middle, it's Cook. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here.
Again, it's Cook. But he will not get to the goal line. In fact, he won't get to the line of scrimmage as they push him back to the 2.
Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Running for it. Here's Cook. And this time he is in.
Yes.
Dalvin Cook
with career touchdown number 60.
And the Vikings' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. So that, Charles, a big decision there on 4th and goal, and it works out.
And that is an example of a coach who's confident in his team. He didn't look at it as a gamble at all. He looked at it as belief. Great starting field position. Let's go ahead and deliver. And they do.
Now Prater to add the PAT. And it's good to make it 14-0. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it's capped off by the touchdown run coming from Dalvin Cook. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
Fields it right around the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
And out come the Eagles.
Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. On second down, it's Taylor.
And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
I can't help it because I'm just sitting back in admiration right now of what I'm seeing. This is a defense that essentially announces to everyone that they're going to play, you are not running the ball against us. I don't care how you try to go about doing it.
Number 1 rush defense in the league for a reason, and after that last play, they might want to try to go to the air.
Hurts to his former Alabama teammate Smith for an Eagle first down.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a lot of running room there. Not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Here's Hurts to throw.
Well, it's caught on the right side at Smith. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Hurts finding Smith for the Philly first.
Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
They go play action with Hurts.
Throw taken in by Taylor, left side.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches.
Inside handoff now to Fournette. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll go option to the short side. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Throwing is Hurts.
And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. On 2nd and 10, Hurts. And here is a leaping catch. He pulled it in.
Hurts connecting there with Brown for the Eagles first.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They were starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown from 3 yards out.
And the Eagles have got it back to within a score.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. So that drive spans 13 plays.
And it's capped off by an A.J. Brown touchdown.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Taken at the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
And now out comes Minnesota.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now here's a throw that's complete. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now back to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But a Viking was able to corral this one, and Minnesota will keep possession.
We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side, able to recover that fumble.
And a pretty good run, all things considered. Probably would have liked that in the first quarter instead of right now as the clock continues to run.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Open man is Thielen. It's complete.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance.
Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the 3rd quarter. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Well, the Eagles ready to go on offense to begin this 3rd quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
1st and 10, Taylor now.
Stiff-armed him, and he'll be stopped right at midfield. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Hurts. Open man is Goddard, the tight end.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's second down. Second down. Here's Hurts. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. It's a loss of a yard, so they'll wind up crediting him with a sack, and it brings up third down. Back to throw here. And the pressure gets to him again. Za'Darius Smith able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his third sack of the afternoon. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and they will not cut into that 10-point lead. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. They'll look to throw here on first down. And it's complete right back in the hands of Smith.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
On play action, they'll throw. Now the ball comes loose, and it's picked up by the Eagles. And this one will be brought back to the 22. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send out the field goal unit and then not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
On first and 10, it's Hurts.
He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be second down. They'll try and run right on the option. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll drop to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Taylor.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down as he'll be marked down a yard or two past the marker following a gain of 6. Up the middle, here's Taylor.
And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory.
43 yards on the ground for him so far.
The last run got 6, now second and 4.
And that's out quickly to Chase.
And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10.
Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep.
Four yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a third down.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
On first down, Hurts.
To the right side, complete to Taylor. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try to run it in, going option right. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Well, sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion, and I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw defensive end right in his face because he looked up and he was right there. Didn't even have a chance to get going.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on second and goal here. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. Third and goal.
Taylor.
And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up fourth. So a big kick coming now for Jake Elliott. This will be just a 21-yard attempt. The kick by Elliott is good. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there.
And for them right now, not a done deal. They are holding down one of the final 3 wildcard spots with 2 weeks to go. But, there are others, Charles, kind of nipping at their heels a bit.
And, Brandon, it's always worth keeping in mind, and I have to keep writing it down for myself. Remember, it's 7 teams in each conference now making the playoffs. So that brings more important games to the end of the season. So, in theory, more teams alive for a postseason berth later in the year.
On second down, Cook. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. And he's going to be stopped short of a first down as they'll get to him at about the 33. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
It'll be a net of only 30 here. 40-yard punt, 10 on the return.
And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive.
And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They'll try the right side here with Fournette. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. And he's got his man. It's the tight end Goddard.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith.
And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
Minnesota's offense takes over possession. Another important fourth quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim. What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal because remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage, I think it helped fuel all of what happened for them down the stretch. A huge win.
So for Minnesota, it's a big win here as they move to 11-4 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the LA Chargers. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, it's a bad time of year to take